What's up, everybody? It's your boy Toxeyboyo, and I'm going to do something that I don't usually do. I'm going to give you guys a little peek behind the curtain because I went to edit this video only to find out that I did not record it. Everything that I said went unrecorded somehow. So here I am at 10 p.m. trying to make sure that I have this video ready to upload tomorrow, which is today for you guys, because tonight I'm gonna go see the new Spider-Man movie, which is what this whole thing is about. 7 years ago, back when Spider-Man Far From Home first came out, Insomniac, the developers of the Spider-Man games on PS4 and 5, dropped an update to add the two relevant suits from that movie to the game, the Night Monkey suit and the enhanced Stark suit that he makes at the end of the movie. So I did a little video like showing what the suit looks like in gameplay, you know, just like if they did a good job translating the suits from the movies to the game. And I personally think that when it comes to the Tom Holland suits, Insomniac does a really good job, because I don't know if I'm making this up, but it feels like the Insomniac Peter Parker and Tom Holland Peter Parker have similar dimensions, so the suits kind of really fit in the game. They did something similar when No Way Home came out. They dropped the integrated suit, and I think the final swing suit was not added to the original game, but the remaster did get the integrated suit and the inside out suit. Spider-Man 2 got the final swing suit, and then sometime later they added the Spider-Verse suit. But this is the first time that they've added something to this game in 2 years or so. And there was a lot of hype because they were going to be adding the brand new day suit, which is called the Fresh Start suit in this game for some reason. And I was really excited about it because, like, when they first showed it off, it looked great. Well, as you saw me going into photo mode a little bit ago, the suit doesn't really look like it's supposed to look. It does not look like what they showed. I'm going to put pictures of what the suit looks like in the mock-up that they presented to us over a month ago, and what the suit actually ends up looking like in the game. There's a weird thing with Insomniac's suit design where, like, there's something with the textures that they give the suits, I think, that messes with the colors, because the Advanced Suit 1.0 from Spider-Man 1 and the 2.0 from Spider-Man 2 are very clearly different materials, very clearly different textures. So the red on the Advanced Suit 2.0 actually pops like red. However, there's something weird with the Advanced Suit 1.0 that actually kept me from wearing it for the vast majority of that game, in that it makes the suit look orange. There's a really weird orange tint to the red on not only the Advanced Suit 1.0, but also the Classic Suit, that made it over to the Classic Suit in Spider-Man 2, so I still can't wear it. It's orangish. It's obviously much more aggressively orange in the Advanced Suit than it is in the Classic Suit, but if you look at this Fresh Start suit, that orangeness is still there. The colors on the red and the blue are not right. And I've seen some really weird glitches, not that I encountered, not in this recording that you're going to see, but I've seen clipping. I've seen the suit appear to be wet even when it's not supposed to be. I've seen the blue on the upper body and the lower body be completely different colors. It's like I've literally never seen the game struggle so much after they add a suit. They also added the Tokan suit. I don't really have too much to say about that. I mean, it's cool. I guess it shouldn't take me by surprise, because the Tokan suit for Wolverine is going to be in that game, and then the Insomniac Wolverine suit is going to be in Tokan. Same with Spider-Man. His Advanced Suit 2.0 is going to be in Tokan. There's some cross promo with the PlayStation games. That's cool. I don't really have too much to say about it. People did point out, though, that the colors on that one are also wrong, and Peter looks a little silly when the mask comes off. I don't blame them for that, though, because that's always been true. When you wear these hyper stylized suits, they tend to look a little weird when the mask comes off. But yeah, I've seen people say that the colors are wrong. I don't mind that too much in particular, because if I'm being honest, I could probably do a whole video about the fact that every video game that Spider-Man appears in, at least over the last 10 years, has done something weird to his costume. Right? They do something weird with like the symbol shape, or they add white where it doesn't need to be, or they like to segment the red, or they like to put way too much blue in there or something, or get rid of the red on his boots. Like, there's just always something weird going on with Spider-Man suits. And I think the Tokon suit's really ugly for that reason. So yeah, I honestly didn't even realize that the colors on the Tokon suit were wrong. There's another thing I wanted to point out though. I don't know if this is a bug or if this is a Sony thing, but this suit, the Brand New Day Fresh Start suit, does not take battle damage. I know it because when I was doing the symbiote nests, as you're seeing or saw or are going to see, whatever. Obviously, this commentary is recorded after the fact. It took some damage because I'm not a perfect person, and some of those symbiotes are tough to fight. But I took some damage, and I noticed that when I healed, the suit didn't like heal. There was no damage on the suit to be healed, and like that's kind of something that I really like, that, you know, they added in Miles Morales that carried over to this game and got bigger and better in my opinion, and is going to do so again in the Wolverine game. The battle damage is a really neat aspect of the game, and I know that the symbiote suits don't do it, and that kind of makes sense because the symbiote suits don't take damage in general in lore. But the cloth suits, as far as I know, all take battle damage, except for now. And I tested it by swinging to the final swing suit in No Way Home, because they're very similar. Like, the Brand A suit is an evolution of that suit. And as you can see, it takes fall damage. You know, when I fell off the Avengers Tower, that suit took damage. Fresh Start suit didn't. Again, I don't know if that's a bug, or if it's an oversight, or if that's something from Sony saying, hey, this has to be this way, we cannot have the suit taking damage. If that's the case, that's a little weird, but I don't make the rules. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just a little disappointed because, like, this is the best suit that Spider-Man has had in live action ever. Nothing comes close. I think that the only thing, because the suit's a 9.9 out of 10 for me. The only thing holding it back from being a 10 out of 10 is the back symbol. If it was shaped like a tick like it's supposed to be, this would be the definitive perfect Spider-Man suit for live action. But the front and rear symbols are kind of the same general design philosophy, and it's something that I don't really love when it comes to Spider-Man symbols. I like the big round guy, the one that looks like a crab. That's kind of how I like my Spider-Man back symbols to be. But, you know, Tom hasn't had that since Tony made a suit, so it's whatever, I guess. And I don't want to just get on here and dogpile on Insomniac, because, like, there's been so much revision in the last year or two. Like, suddenly everybody hates Spider-Man 2, and they think that Insomniac are the worst things ever. They even hate on Yuri Lowenthal's performance as Spider-Man. I think that's crazy. So much has happened in recent times that, like, it's easy to dogpile on Insomniac. It's easy to hate on them, talk shit on them all the time. I don't want to do that, but I do hold them to a certain standard, because they can make these suits look phenomenal. Now, this is not the first time that this has happened. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit and the Spider-Man 2 suit also looked really fucking weird when they first popped up, and those two suits were in the game at launch. They were not added after the fact. But they did have to be fixed. They had to be hot fixed because they looked weird. Maybe something like that's going to happen here, but also, this is the first time the game's been updated in 2 years. There was another thing that I saw that hopefully I recorded. I actually don't know if I did. I was in a combat encounter with some hunters, and I got pulled into like a new QTE scenario that I've never seen before. And I thought I had QTEs turned off. Maybe that's only in the remaster of the first game, but I thought I had those turned off because I don't like them. But I mean, that's the only other thing that I can think of that I encountered in this update that's new. So if that's really all they added, gameplay wise, that's a little weird. I mean, I didn't really play as Miles because Miles didn't get any new suits. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a bit of a letdown, you know? When they added the Far From Home suits and the No Way Home suits, nothing like this happened. There's a strange, and I'm not gonna nitpick to the same level as somebody like the Roam Zone. No shade to the Roam Zone. He's great. You should subscribe to him if you haven't. I don't notice all of the little intricacies of like, oh, this pattern is a little different than it is on screen. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the colors to be the same. that would be nice. That would be nice. And not even accurate to the screen, accurate to what they showed beforehand, before they actually added it to the game. Just a little consistency there would be nice. But that's all I got to say for you guys. Just a little disappointed. I mean, that's not going to stop me from playing Wolverine when it comes out in a couple of months. Physically, by the way, I'm going to play a physical disc of that game, and that's how that's going to be. And I'm actually not going to upgrade to the digital deluxe edition because I can't. I just get a physical deluxe edition, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. I have a whole other video that I kind of want to do about Sony and how they've been shitting the bed this whole generation, and maybe if you guys are interested, we'll do that. I forgot to ask you guys to subscribe. Please subscribe if you're new here. Leave a like and tell me what your favorite suit is to use in Spider-Man 2. For me, Advanced Suit 2.0 red and black. That's what I like to rock. But that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you later.